half has ended.
Pass was intended for Calvin Williams. Sanders is back there with him. That's the end of the half. And the Dallas Cowboys lead the Philadelphia Eagles 17-3 at Texas Stadium.
Monday, Sydney's framing one of these people for a crime she committed.
I have information concerning an attempted murder
on a brand new Melrose Place. Then, can a busy executive find happiness in paradise?
Fax me your transcript. I expect it on my chaise lounge by 10 a.m.
Catch a brand new Ned and Stacy and imagine a hot date with Mimi Rogers.
You want to put on some music?
Hey, let's get it on.
A brand new Partners. It all begins Monday at 8/7 Central. Catch the best of Mad TV. A special presentation tonight.
Why do people say Arby's new bacon melt tastes so great? Is it Arby's slow roasted beef? Or because it's only 99 cents? Is it the taste of our one-of-a-kind, thick-cut peppered bacon? Or the 99 cents? Maybe it's the tangy cheddar. Maybe it's the 99 cents. Probably it's all the above. Taste why it's better out here. Arby's Bacon Melt. You know what it costs. Try Arby's new home-style fries. Taste so good, they even beat the best-selling fries in the business.
Brought to you by Dockers Khakis, proud makers of nice pants.
And welcome to the Dockers Halftime, along with Jimmy, Howie, and Terry. I'm James Brown at half right now. My goodness, 17-3. Most exciting play of the first half, Terry.
You got to figure this man's going to make a play eventually. Deion Sanders coming in reverse one side. Eagles do a great job of blocking. He turns around with that great speed. This puts the Cowboys up 10-3. Then Darrell Johnson with a big 27-yard reception sets up a 1-yard Emmitt Smith run. His 26th of the year. 17-3 Cowboys at the half.
It was 17-6 at the half in Week 15. Jimmy, there appeared to be some indications to show that Dallas was ready from the start today.
Well, JB, without question, this team's ready to play. Now, I know it is a similar score to what they had the last time, but they've already gotten more yardage in the first half than they had in the entire game the last time they played. The offensive and defensive lines, Leon leading the defensive line, and that offensive line's moving people back off the ball, and Emmitt Smith's making some runs.
Yeah, the little dogs are playing big, and the big dogs are playing big. It's been a war so far. We knew it was going to be a fight. Dallas obviously was ready to play. The question is, what will be said at halftime, considering the similarities in the two scores?
All right, some big dogs will be playing in the AFC Divisional playoff game coming up later today. And our own Eric Clemens will be in Kansas City for the game between the Colts and the Chiefs. And he's standing by with a preview look. Eric.
All right, JB. The Colts surprised San Diego last week by changing their attack just a little bit, but you got to figure the Chiefs won't be as easy to fool because they, too, watched last week's game. And even though they were quite impressed with the play of quarterback Jim Harbaugh, they won't be surprised, and Harbaugh knows it.
I look at Kansas City as being a little tougher defense, and maybe they don't have the glaring, like last week we felt we could really play action the Chargers. And there's nothing like that that just stands out like, okay, going into this game, we know we can exploit.
Yeah, he's a very tough-nosed quarterback, and he's a very quick, and he can scramble a lot, and that's going to be one of the problems that if we have any problems we'll be facing on Sunday. The guys, scrambles and still get off the ball and throw, find a receiver.
Let's talk about the weather. As you can probably tell, I'm cold. They'll play the first half under sunny skies with temps in the low 20s, falling into the teens. And in the second half, when the sun sets at 5:10 p.m. local time, it'll be bitterly cold, temperatures in the single digits. And before I freeze my digits off, let's send it back to warm Hollywood and James Brown.
All right, Eric. Howie says he couldn't tell that you were blushing, though. Well, speaking of a tough-nosed quarterback, Terry Bradshaw has been grinning all afternoon because Brett Favre, the league MVP, we'll talk with him next.
Is there life after football? Is it going to be hitting, passing? That's what I'm hearing. And I'm sure these guys are nowhere near as tough as football players. Well, maybe I was wrong.
The NHL All-Star Game, Saturday, January 20th on Fox.
A new race of people engineered by scientists.
The human body has 112 parts, may be used as natural weapons.
An alien army sworn to destroy planet Earth. If you're an X-Files fan, don't miss this Space Above and Beyond. A brand new episode tonight at 7/6 Central. Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes.
I've been dreaming about killing you for 40 years.
Keep dreaming. Demolition Man Will broadcast premiere Tuesday.
Oh, your stomach is about in your throat, you know, and your heartbeat is about bazillion pumps per second.
People talk about butterflies, but it's like in a knot before the game.
Somehow you got to calm yourself down. You know that the ball is coming.
The fans in the stands is just going crazy, pointing fingers, saying you're going to fall.
You can hear them talking about how you missed the one before. You're going to choke again.
You got to be real physical. You got to be intense. Because if you aren't, you're not going to survive.
The linebackers, they all looking at you and the eyes are big.
I can't outrun the other guys on that field, but somehow I'll find a way to do it.
You can't be thinking about anything else except just putting that ball through the uprights.
I like to be in the tough situations when everything is on the line.
It's like going through 15 car wrecks in one day.
It all comes down to power. It really does.
It takes over your whole body.
It's the best feeling ever.
I can feel it. I can feel it pumping through my veins.
I can feel it coming at me.
I can feel it pulling on me.
I can feel the power. Come play with us for about a week and see what you think about it. Just see what you think about it.
And welcome back, and joining us now live in Green Bay is the league's MVP, Brett Favre. And Brett, as we start things off, I thought this was supposed to be a difficult year for you without Sterling Sharp. You're spreading the ball around, 38 touchdowns in the regular season. What happened to you?
Well, I think we just got a chance to execute. I think when Sterling announced his retirement, our offensive line, our running backs, our receivers, everyone was excited because we got a chance to execute this offense the way it's supposed to be executed.
Shamir has been your key target, your tight end, but yesterday we saw Keith Jackson doing what he did so well for so many years in Philadelphia and Miami. This pass down the middle, a 35-yarder. Why was he such a big factor yesterday?
Well, for the first time for us studying film, they played a little bit of 9 coverage, 2 deep coverage, and if that happens, our tight ends have to get open down the middle, beat the middle backer. Keith did that and made some great catches and some good runs afterwards.
Your coach, Mike Holmgren, looked like he had you guys playing awfully loose. Was that the case?
It was. You know, we had nothing to lose. I think everyone was just excited about being there and said, hey, whatever happens, happens. We're going to go out, and we're a pretty good football team. It's time to show people that.
You know, you're only 26 years old, Brett, but folks talk about how cocky you are as well. Is that a big part of the reason why you are successful?
Well, I don't know if you want to call it cocky as opposed to confident. I think that I'm going to play well every time I get on the field. And if you don't believe that, then you probably won't. And when we go out there and win and play well, it's a good feeling, and we like to show it a little bit. You
know, you and I talk a lot alike. We're from the same part of the woods, but then you got a new contract coming. I mean, here on national television, I still got my 10% coming when you get the big bucks.
You know it, Terry.
Okay, but
wow, Bradshaw's been kissing up to you all season long, Brett, so why should it change now? Congratulations on a big victory, good season, and continued success. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Brett Favre live from Green Bay. So that wraps it up from here, and we'll rejoin Pat Summerall and John Madden for the second half of the game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys in Irving, Texas after this.
You're watching a Fox NFL special, the NFC Divisional Playoff.
Recently, Car and Driver magazine rated Dodge Intrepid over the new Ford Taurus. They described Intrepid as poised, agile, and athletic. They said it was born to run. They went on about its vast interior, calling Intrepid outstanding, and concluded it's a lot of car for the money. Car and Driver just can't say enough about Intrepid, but we like it when they try. Intrepid, this changes everything.
2 years to pay, interest free.
Good song. Great song.
You can make mountains ring. Oh, maybe. Come on.
It's not. No.
Watson's is having a half-off after Christmas sale. This 8-foot pool table only $6.99 install. Spas and hot tubs, pools, fitness, tanning beds. That's Watson's.
Why do people...
Halftime at Texas Stadium. The Cowboys lead the Eagles 17-3. Randall Cunningham at quarterback when the first half came to a conclusion. This is Rodney Peete. As he scrambled for a first down, stopped by and hit by Darren Woodson. And here is another look at it. Woodson, a powerful guy. And he stopped Peete short of the first down. Let's go down for a report on the condition of Rodney Peete to Pam Oliver.
Well, Pat, as you know, Rodney Peete has been in that locker room for a very long time. He had on his uniform for most of that time. The word is that he will not return. He is out with a concussion. Back to you.
All right, Pam, thank you. So it will be Randall Cunningham for the Eagles for, I guess, the rest of the second half. They do have a third quarterback, but Cunningham will carry the load 17-3. The home team is 28-5 when they lead. There's Randall Cunningham, number 12. His wife, John Madden, said to you earlier, had a baby this past week. He left their training base in Vero Beach, went to Las Vegas, just got back and had 1 day with the team.
Yeah, they thought that he would be back for practice on Friday. He got back late Friday, didn't make practice on Friday, but did make a short workout that they had there yesterday before they came here to Dallas.